Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hemashailaabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahite Ratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very warm and hearty welcome to this most wonderful Saptaha, this particular series. Sita Rama Vivaha Prasanga is going to happen in this week. Therefore, it is a festival for all of us. And all through this Prasanga we will find there is only joy. There is only beautiful experience of everyone. We will go through and we will see not only they will be happy, we will also be delighted. Isn't it? In this Prasanga, in this series, we will start now with 298th Chaupai. Alright. भूप भरत पुनि लिए बोलाई, हय गय स्यंदन साजहु जाई, चलहु बेगी रघुबीर बराता, सुनत पुलक पूरे दो भ्राता, भरत सकल साहनी बोलाये, आय सुदीन मुदित उठि धाये, रचि रुचि जीन तुरगति न साजे, बरन बरन बर बाजी बिराजे, सुभग सकल सुठि चंचल करनी, आय इव जरत धरत पग धरनी, नाना जाति न जाहि बखाने, निदरि पवनु जनु चहत उड़ाने, तिन सब छयल भये असबारा, भरत सरिस भय राजकुमारा, सब सुंदर सब भूषण दारी, कर सर चाप तून कटि भारी, छरे छबीले छयल सब, सूर सुजान नबीन, जुग पद चर असवार प्रति, जे असि कला प्रवीण, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। भूप भरत पुनि लिए बोलाए, भूप the king Dasharatha called Bharata, हय गय स्यंदन साजहु जाई, Bharata, now you go. Prepare all the horses, elephants, chariots, everything. Haya, horses, Gaya, elephants, Syandana, chariots, and everything. Get ready for going to Mithila Nagari. चलहु बेगी रघुबीर बराता, सुनत पुलक पूरे दो भ्राता. And start at once in procession. You know, it is a joyful experience. Therefore, all of us have to go in a beautiful procession to Rama's marriage. Sunata pulaka pure do bhrata. Both Bharata and Shatrughna, both of them were so delighted. They were so happy that whole body, was shaking out of the joy. It was such a thrilling experience. Bharata sakal sahani bolaye, aya sudina mudita utidhaye. Bharata, he said yes. He immediately went. He called all the officers in charge of various departments. One taking care of the horses, other taking care of the elephants, and then chariots, everybody. There are independent departments which are taking care of each one of them. He called all of them for a meeting, urgent emergency meeting, and gave them the necessary instructions. Make sure all the horses are kept ready, and elephants, make sure all the important requirements for the elephant in our journey, both horses, elephants, all must be ready. Chariots, check the functioning of the chariot, wherever oil has to be put. These are all my additions, okay? There it is not mentioned so much in detail. Probably standing in the shoes of Bharata, what he would have told. And so many other things he would have told. It is not mentioned here. You can also imagine from your side. And immediately, all of them also, immediately, joyfully they went and they said, we will do it immediately. And then they all also went. Rachi ruchi ji na turagati na thaje, barana barana barabaji viraje. Then immediately they went. selected all the horses that has to be taken, and all the gallant ones, meaning what, very, very fast, very, very beautiful looking. See, that is also very important. Different colors. There might be black, there might be brown, there might be white, there might be grey, there might be mixture of various colors. All of Barana Barabaji. Everything, all types, all of them stood majestically in their particular place. Subhaga Sakala Suthi Chanchala Karani Ayaiva Jarata Dharata Bagadharani. And they were all very beautiful. Subhaga. And then they are all very fast, very, very well kept, very swift. Ayaiva Jarata Dharata Bagadharani. And when they move fast, so beautifully it is said, like how we will put our foot in a very hot iron. We will not want to put the foot fully on that. So naturally it will get burnt. So if you have to cross, we just as though for the sake of just one leg, and then we jump on the other side. Like that, the horse normally would jump like that and go fast. It is only to indicate how fast they can run. Nana Jatina Jahi Bakhani. And they all belong to different breeds. Even in horses, there are varieties of breeds, you see. Nidari Paya Pavanu Janu Chahata Udani. And so many breeds that nobody can, actually tell how many are there. But all of them, they as though fly in air. That is a speed they can maintain. Tina Sabachayala Bhaye Asavara. They even can surpass the speed of the wind. Bharata Sarisa Bhaya Raja Kumara. All of the princes who are almost age, same age. Bharata Sarisa Bhaya, same age almost. All of them mounted on the horses. Sabha Sundara Sabha Bhushana Dhari. All the princes were all very, very handsome. They were all, well decked up with all wonderful jewels and, the dresses, etc. Karasara Chapa, Tuna, Kutibhari, and all of them are ready with bow, arrow. It is all the, what do you call it, as a prince. Their natural way of, movement. Bow, arrow, then quiver, and astra, shastra, everything, all of them very well equipped in the chariots. Chare, Chabile, Chayala Saba, Sura Sujana Nabeen. All, they were all very skilled. The warriors who are going to accompany, they were all very skilled in warfare, and they were all elegant, and they were cheerful youth, in the soldiers who are going to follow them. Jugapad Chara Asavar Prati Je Asikala Praveen. And each of the horses were also accompanied by 2 footmen who are very clever in sword play. Now we have to understand one thing very clearly. Horses can go swiftly. What about these men? These men are there, and while they are going, the horses will of course go ahead. But wherever they are standing, then the footmen will be there to protect. That is the idea. Now continuing. Bandhe birada birarana gadhe Nikasi bhaye pura bahir thade Pherahi chatura turagagati nana Harshahi suni suni panavani sana Rath sarathina vichetra banaye Dhwaja pataka mani bhushana laye Chavar charu kinkini dhuni karahi Bhanu jana sobha apaharahi Savakarana aganita haya hote तेति न रथन सारथि न जोते सुंदर सकल अलंकृत सोहे जिनहि बिलोकत मुनि मन मोहे जे जल चलहि थलहि की नाई तापन बूढ़ बेग अधिकाई अस्त्र शस्त्र सबु साजु बनाई रथी सारथी न लिए बुलाई छड़ी छड़ी रथ बाहिर नगर लागी जुरन बरात होत सगुन सुंदर सबही जो जेहि कारज जात सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय बांधे बिरत वीर रन गाढ़े all the champions of warfare, very staunch warriors, ready to fight at any time and very skilled. And what is that? Very interesting. Veer Rana Gadi, they have taken vow to fight and win. Nikasi bhaye purabahir thade. Then all of them got ready. They came outside the city and waited there until the next instructions. They are waiting there to go to start. Pherahi chatura turagagati nana. All the charioteers and all the horses, the riders, all of them, they went and properly placed outside the city. They properly placed so that they have to give way for the prince to go and then they can follow him. Harshahi suni pavana nisana, and everybody were, so rejoiced. They also probably must have carried all the drums and big tabors and so many instruments, musical instruments, and then trumpets, etc. All started playing while waiting for the prince to come. All of them started playing. Ratha sarathina vichitra banaye. Now the charioteers, what they did? They made their chariots so beautiful and elegant. Vichitra Banai meaning what? It's not that Vichitra in the negative sense. Vichitra in the most positive sense. Gorgeously they had decorated all the Ratha. Dhvaja pataka mani bhushan laye. They brought flags and banners and bhushan, ornaments also, gems and gold and etc. Even that also they had. Chavar charu kinkini dhuni karani. They were also provided, all those pitambari. Pitambari is always yellow. Here it need not be yellow. It can be colorful satin cloth or silk cloth, etc. Chauris we call. And then all the elephants had tinkling bells. Bhanujana sobha apaharahi. And that particular scenery was so beautiful and it almost competed with the Surya Devata's chariot, it seems. Bhanujana Sobha Upaharahi. They made it so beautiful in competition with the Surya Bhagavan's chariot. Savakarana aganita yahote. Teti narathan sarathi na jate. And the king, Dasharatha, obviously, naturally owned several thousands of horses and everything. And among them, lots of horses which had dark ears. See, the dark-eared horses are considered to be the most swift and dark. It is not just because of the color. In fact, we should understand that it is more beautiful and it is also powerful. Sundara Sakala Alankrita. So hey, Sundara, very beautiful, and Alankrita, very charmingly decorated with ornaments and all the chauris, what we said. Jinahi bilo katamuni manamohe. Looking at that, even saints and sages will get carried away, it seems. Meaning what? It is so beautiful, even a sannyasi will get attracted to it. To that extent it was beautiful. Je jala jala hi thala hi ki nai. The way they travelled in that horses on the water, jalahi, it was as though they were travelling on the dry land. Equal speed. Oh, how can it be possible? Land it can very beautifully pass through. How can it? That is the skill the horses had. That is the skill all the people, the soldiers who rode the horses had. Tapana Buddha Bega Adhikai. Even that full leg, that paw will not go inside. It will not get stuck or drenched or something. That is the speed it went. Marvelous was their speed. I may not be able to express that much, it is so wonderful. Astra sastra sabu saju banaye rathi sarati na liye bolaye. Now the charioteers called their masters, and then what? All the, astra shastra, all the weapons, and then missiles. We call in our terms missiles. Their terms all bana and all the varieties of weapons they had, all other equipment also they had, and along with that they started. Chadi chadi rath bahir nagar lagi juran barat. All of them now got into the chariots and the horses and things like that, and as a procession, all of them started, and they all started to collect. Now the outside the city, they are absolutely ready. Everyone were greeted by lot of wonderful, people, good omens, auspicious omens, etc. Joji karaj chata. Whatever way people want to spread joy, in every way they, inspiring. Not only I am inspired, I also make others inspired. And not to talk, what to talk of all the soldiers, everybody inspired them. Continuing. Karita kari parani pari ambari कहीं न जाई जेहि भांति सवारी चले मत्त गज घंट बिराजी मनहु सुभग सावन घन राजी वाहन अपर अनेक विधाना शिविका सुभग सुखासन जाना तीन छड़ी चले बेप्रबर वृंदा जनु तनु धरे सकल श्रुति छंदा मागध सूत बंदी गुण गायक चले जान चढ़ी जो जेहि लायक बेसर ऊंठ वृषभ बहि जाति चले वस्तु भरी अगणित भांति कोटिन कावरि चले कहारा विविध वस्तु को भर नहीं पारा चले सकल सेवक समुदायी निज निज साजु समाजु बनाई सबके उर निर्भर हर्षु पूरित पुलक शरीर कबहि देखिबे नयन भरी राम लखन दो वीर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Khalita kari barani pari ambari. All that beautiful canopies etc. were placed on the elephants. Kahi na jai jehi bhati savari. And they were all very beautifully ornamented. Even that ambari, that top one we have. And in that also very beautiful decorations were made. Lot of descriptions is given. In fact, in other Ramayans you will find every ornament that all those droplets, etc., how the mantapa of that particular thing would be. Every description is given. Chale mat gaja ghanta biraji. Elephants, and they were adorned with that bells along with the chauris, etc. They were also extremely happy. They can also feel, they can sense there is something joyful. They can see people in so much of, inspiration and so much of joy. They also were very happy. They probably could understand what, now we are all going to go for a trip, picnic. What else will they understand? Manahu subhaga savana ghanaraji. The elephants together, when they went, it appeared as though it was a thick cloud passing through. And it was in Shravana Masa. It is said, Savana Ghanaraji. It was in the Shravana Masa, thick clouds, rainy season. Bahana Apara Aneka Bidhana. All other ways of transport were also kept ready. And like palanquins, all those 4 people carrying palanquins, even those have to be ready because it will be required. So palanquins, then so many other we may say animals which are used for transportation. Tina chadhi chale be pravara brinda. In those big, beautiful ambaris, etc., all the brahmanas also got in. Janu tanu dhare sakala shruti chanda. And having got into that, they even started chanting some mantras, and it was appearing as though brahmanas traveling was looking like there are incarnations. How beautifully it is being expressed. Magadha suta bandi gunagayaka. Bandi, we have seen people who sing in the palace, and all of the people who sing historical events. Then there are some people who are meant to praise the Kula, Raghu Kula, etc. And there are some people who praise the kings and princes, etc. All of them were there. Chale jana chadhi jo jailayak. Those who could ride the horses, they all got into the appropriate respective horses. Even in the horses, there were certain horses meant for certain particular rank, and other horses for the next level in the rank. And there could always be a lot of horses which belong to common people. All of them got on the horses. Chale bastu bhari aganita bhati. And all various materials also have to be carried. After all, they are going to go from here to there. So many days will take. It is not like airplane where we go these days. Therefore, food, etc., and even clothes and other things, so many other things, vastu will be required. So all of them got into those particular vehicles with horses, which has got all these materials also. Kotina kavari chale kahara. There are a lot of porters. Porters meaning what? The one who lift the luggage and then carry. They were also there. The luggage initially would be carried by the horses, but later it has to be carried, and till the horses it has to be brought. So even the porters also, they were also ready to carry it on their shoulders. Bibidha vastu ko baranai para. What to talk of so many varieties of vastus. You and I, when we go to 1 or 2 days trip here and there, we take 2 suitcases, isn't it? One marriage, the women go, they carry 2 cases of dresses, one for the morning, one for the noon, one for the afternoon, one for the evening, and for the night, and then for the night sleeping a different Like that they carry. What to talk of this wonderful event? So it cannot be explained by words. Who could enumerate? Chale sakala sevaka samudai. All the crowds of servants, samudai. Even the whole community of servants started. Why? To help whatever required to be done. Nija nija saju samaju banai. They also equip themselves, not only for them, and help others also. And what did they do? They not only took their own things, they made into batches. They would make it to first group, second group. We also do, isn't it, in our railway compartment, S1, S2, S3, or A1, A2, A3. Then these are all A1 group, this is B1 group, this is C1 group. Like that, they would have made groups. Similarly, they also made groups. Sabke ur nirbhara harshu. Everybody's heart. Nirbhara harshu. How beautiful word has been used. Nirbhara bhakti we have heard. This is nirbhara harsha. Harsha meaning what? Boundless joy. And I don't know how to tell. A joy that comes depending on nothing. A joy which is the very nature of each and every one, multiplied because of the wonderful reason for which they are all living. Purita pulaka sarira. The body can feel that thrill, that joy. Kabahi dekhibe nayana bhari. And each one of them, they were telling, when shall we feast our eyes to see our beautiful Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji who have gone long ago? Ram Lakhan do Bira. I want to see them now. All of them with that thought, they all leave. Continuing. Garajahi gaja ghanta dhuni ghora. Ratharava baji hinsa chahu ora. Nidari ghanahi gurmarahi nisana. Nija parai kachu suniyana kana. महाभीर भूपति के द्वारे रज होई जाई पशान पवारे चढ़ी अटारी न देखहि नारी लिए आरती मंगल थारी गावहि गीत मनोहर नाना अति आनंद न जाई बखाना तब सुमंत्र दुई स्यंदन साजी जो तेरा बिहय निंदक बाजी दो रथ रुचिर भूप पहियाने नहीं सारद पहि जाहि बकाने राज समाजु एक रथ साजा दूसर तेज पुंज अति भ्राजा तेहि रथ रुचिर बसिष्ठ कहूँ हर्षि चढ़ाई नरेसु आप चढ़े स्यंदन सुमिरे हर गुर गौरी गणेशु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय गरजहि गज घंटा धुनि घोरा. That ghanta tied on the elephant, it rang. Even the ghanta as though had so much of joy. So beautifully it rang loudly. Ratharab baji hinsa chahu ora. The wheels of the chariots on all the four sides, they also were making lot of joyful sound. When they go in very good speed, naturally they are all metal parts. It is not like our cars these days. Cars, soundless cars, and now no petrol, diesel also. Electric vehicles don't make any noise. Even they were also in today's cars. But those days, the wheels, even they were creaking as though, and they were joyfully going. How beautiful is the, what do you call, imagination. Nidari ghanahi dhur marahi nisana. All the kettle drums, all of them, they also were played, trumpets, etc., etc. Nija parai kachu suniya nakana. What a beautiful statement. He says, nobody could hear their own words, let alone others. I cannot hear my own words when I speak. That was the sound which that was created. Mahabhira Bhupati ke dware. And now at the entrance of the king's palace, enormous crowd had gathered. Raja hoi jai pashana pavare. When a stone is being thrown, even that cannot fall down. To that extent the crowd was there. So much of dust because of the movement of people and horses and elephants, so much of dust. Chadhi atari na dekhi nari. Women folk, they viewed, those probably some of them would not go along with them, they would go up on their roof, and then from there, from their house tops, they would see the wonderful preparation. Liye arati mangala thari. They went along with the thali and then they did arati, not only for the prince, to everybody who are going to go, they took arati. It only makes it more auspicious and more joyful. Gavahi Gita Manohara Nana. All of them started singing Manohara Gita, Nana Gita. Very many, plenty of very many kinds of, songs. Ati Anandu na jai bakhana. It was so ecstatic that it can't be explained. You will see how I am struggling to explain all that because I can feel. See, listening to Ramakatha, listening is one thing, but feeling is another thing. One has to feel. The joy was beyond description, it is said. Taba Sumantra Dui Syandana Saji. Sumantraji, the minister, he paired two horses together for a chariot and one chariot for the king. And Jate Ravihaya Dindakabaji. He yoked them, we call it as yoke. He yoked them together and they can even outrun Surya Bhagavan's horses, it seems. That is the power of those horses in which Dasharatha's chariot was, set. Doratha Ruchira Bhupa Pahiyane. They brought both of them and there's, what to talk of this splendorous chariot which Dasharatha would really go. Nahi Sarada Pahijahi Bakhani. Even Sharda herself cannot explain that beauty of the chariot of Dasharatha. Two chariots were done. Raja Samaju Ekaratha Saja. One of them, the royal paraphernalia, all the royal people, they went in one chariot. Dusara Teja Punja Adibhraja. And other one also was equally splendorous, beautiful. Tehirata Ruchira Vasishtha Kahu. Dasharatji came and he said, Vasishthaji, the Kulaguru, you please come in this chariot, the second chariot. Harashi Chadhai Naresu. He himself again ascended the other chariot. Apu Chade Usyandana Sumiri. Now, all of them, their thought fixed on whom? Hara Gura Gauri Ganeshu. They remembered, mentally prostrated to Who? Hara, Shivaji, Gura, Vasishtaji who is there, Gauri, of course Parvati ji, and Ganeshu, Lord Ganapati. They remembered all of them, they did namaskara to all of them, and all of them got into their respective chariots or horses or elephants, or of course the king and Vasishta and the whole Kula into the other chariots. All of them now ready, and they have to now leave towards Mithila. Alright, we will stop here and we'll continue tomorrow. Alright. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.